This is Book Tours, and I'm Corrine Edwards. I'd like you to meet one of the most important new messengers in publishing today. I'd like to introduce you to George Lavenia, author of What You Think is What You Get. How can our thoughts hurt us, George?
Well, Corrine, it's simple. Our thoughts are creative. When we're born, no one really tells us about our power, about what exactly our potential is. So what we end up doing is coming from beliefs that we've picked up along the way in our lives as children. We get that from our parents. We take all of those beliefs, and now that we are programmed with them, we end up literally living our lives as a projection of those thoughts. We are now entangled in experiences in life that are coming from our own mind thoughts. Not knowing this is very detrimental because we find ourselves caught up in a life of adversity, pain. It becomes destructive in the way we treat other people. And that becomes harmful not only to others, but to ourselves as well.
You think that fear is a belief?
I think that you could say that fear basically comes from a programming of something we don't know, something that is a void, a darkness. And out of ignorance, we then develop fear. Beliefs of things that, in fact, we are afraid of also create fear. But the thing about fear, it is one of the most debilitating emotions. It will literally stop us from moving on with our lives in a direction that we were meant to take. Each one of us has a purpose. And you never really find your purpose when you're altering the course of your life. I mean, this is the biggest factor in all of our lives. To face your fears, you finally open up an energy field that literally allows your life to work. That's why I'm here today. I had fears that would never have allowed this to occur. But realizing that you have things in your life that you're meant to do, and then having the willingness to face that fear. Now, a lot of people say, well, how did you do it? You must be special. Not true. But one of the most important things about fear is that fear comes from an energy. Every experience that we have comes from an energy that we create. So here you have a negative energy, and what I tell people you can do, and this is how I do it. I'm doing it now. I do it when I do lectures. You take that same energy that is now forcing you to shut down. You step aside and move around it. It's almost like a trigger. You switch it and use it against itself.
What made you decide that you had a power within you?
I should point out first that that's true. I was a vice president. I had people reporting to me. And in fact, I was making very good money. I had my sport car. I had the beautiful wife. I'm on the Upper East Side. And if you looked at my life, you'd say, this guy made it. Now I'll tell you the truth. In that life, I was miserable. I had a drug problem, an alcohol problem. I smoked cigarettes. I did all the wrong things because I was not happy. Now, what I decided to do was go back to something I learned when I started at 18. Meditation, prayer, absolutely, and get back in touch with the feelings that I was suppressing. So I decided to spend the weekend in the country, finally going back into myself. And when I got done, I came home and said to my wife, I'm quitting my job. It's okay, because there's that panic. Oh my God, we just got married, by the way. So here she had this executive, vice president, security, and he walks in and says, guess what? That's over. And by the way, let me go to the closet, and I grabbed the drugs, and this is the truth. I threw them in the toilet with a bottle of scotch, which to me now is like poison, and cigarettes, which if you even smoke, if you're smoking near me, it's like, I don't want to be near you. So there's the transformation. There's the leaps and bounds that you can make.
What happened in the country?
I got back in touch with my real self and true nature. I went in and decided that I would feel what I was suppressing. And a lot of adversity, a lot of tears, a lot of discomfort came out. And it literally left me. And in that instant, when you touch yourself, you're literally healed. This is a true story, and it was done that quickly. And one of the executives said to me when they heard I was leaving, said, wait a second, are you sure you're okay? This is true, let me fly in 24 hours, I'll be there, I want to look in your eyes. And he did. He flew in and we sat just like we're doing, and he said to me, now tell me, what's going on? When I got done speaking with him, he said, one thing before you leave, don't ever forget me.
Wow. Well, we have to hear more about this. We're talking to George Lavenia about his book and about himself. His book is called What You Think is What You Get. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Book Tours on Wisdom Television.